All right, welcome back. Davison's All Natural Gym. You've properly set up all your lumber stacks, right? You've got them out in the wind. You've got them so that the wind's blowing through that lumber correctly. You've got them off the ground, 12 inches off the ground. You've got a moisture barrier under there, which is those shingles. And then I'll put a sticker on top of that. I'll make them actually 13 inches off the ground. Once those bricks sink in, it'll probably be about 12. But lumber stacks got to be maintained over every year, over time. Every time you stack new lumber on it, you know, you've got to make sure I'm going to make sure it's straight. I'm going to blow out all that stuff. You see those weeds growing up along there and in there? That's got to be maintained. It doesn't just, you can't just have a lumber stack and then not maintain it, is what I'm trying to say. Is I've set this lumber stack and it will probably always be there, but I'm still, every year, every 2 years, however often you can, every 6 months maybe, every time it freezes and thaws maybe, you've got to come back in and you've got to make sure that that's level. Not level, you've got to make sure it's straight, and you've got to get the garbage out from underneath it that blows in there as leaves and everything else under there. And the rabbit poop is bad under there. I'm just kidding. But you've got to maintain that lumber stack. Ouch. I was going to get stickers, but I just remembered that stickers is not part of this lumber order. So stickers is extra. If I have to stack and sticker it, that's more money because of my time stacking and stickering. So the customer drops off a log and I cut up the log and I bring the lumber over here just because he didn't leave his trailer because he brought it on a nice big truck. Anyway, and so I'll just stack it over here and call him when it's done, and it'll be done in just a little bit. I got one more walnut log to cut up. That'll be the next video. Somebody hit this one with a lawnmower. Don't ask me how I know it was a lawnmower. Somebody hit that one with the lawnmower too. Bet both of them. Probably, not that I would know, but probably with the deck of the lawnmower. So now, all these leaves that are under here, I mean, this is just, you know, they're dry now, but when that starts holding the moisture and the rain gets on those leaves and they get wet, that's not a good place to stack your lumber on top of. Rabbits like it. And probably the same person who hit this with a lawnmower probably also did that. I may not even put any stickers under this one. Probably won't. Later on, I'll come on, you know, later on this year, probably real quickly here, I need to come around and I spray Roundup along the edge of this because these don't need to be here. These will stop the wind that's supposed to be blowing underneath your stack. So all these weeds around your stack got to be whatever, weed eat. You got to get out the weed eater, which I don't like doing. So I get out the Roundup and let the wind blow through here. See if I can find the blower. But I've done a video on maintaining your lumber stacks already a year or so ago, a couple years ago maybe. But it's not it's a every spring, every fall. You know, I've blown under this fall, but still the leaves get in there that you can't get, or they don't blow out, or more blow in. It took you 45 minutes to cut up that log. How come you're charging me so much money? Well, I've got to maintain this stack. I've got to maintain the tractor. I've got, you know, to maintain that weed eater. There's a lot of other stuff that goes into, it's not all put a log on there and mill it up and have me some beautiful lumber. That's not how it works. There's a lot of other work that goes into it. It's just like, probably just like any other profession. Being a dentist. Come on over to my dentist office, sit in my folding chair. I'm probably not going for that. So he's got to have come over to the dentist office, sit in my folding chair. I've got it in my unair conditioned tin shed. I'm probably not going back to that dentist. Probably not going to sit in that chair. So there's just more to it than put it on a sawmill and go. That's all I'm trying to say. Good luck with saying that, right? Get them out there away from the lumber stack so that they'll blow underneath the next lumber stack. Yeah, it doesn't end. It doesn't end. Wonder if I get anything straight in the sawmill shed I can lay on there. This ain't perfect, and this ain't a good idea. And if I was gonna stack lumber on here permanently, I would not be using a stick. I may not be able to use that stick anyway. There we go. That one's a little low. And that outside one's a little low. Nope, we got problems. And my stick ain't straight, but there's a 1/16 of an inch in there that it's off. But you get you a T-square, or I hate to break out the level because then I always want to level it. But just get you a T-square, straight edge, something. Get you a level and don't look at the bubble, because it doesn't matter if it's level. And run it across there and level that out. And if this has never been a permanent stack. I'm coming to pick up my lumber order in the next day or the day after. This is a 2-day stack. And so a 1/16 of an inch off on a 2-day stack. You know, this lumber's not going to be here for over 2 days. I'm going to call him and tell him to pick it up, and that's his responsibility to get over here and pick it up. He'll be here in a day or two. So it's only going to be sitting there for a day or two. And a 1/16 of an inch off for a day or two is not the end of the world. But now the air can get under there at least for if I do make it a permanent stack. And raising it a 1/16 of an inch, on these I probably wouldn't even move the blocks, because all the blocks look pretty good, pretty sturdy and pretty straight. So I'd probably just fold this, if I need a little height here, I'd fold this shingle in half, fold it up, and get 2 layers of the shingle on here. Or same with this one. And because those shingles need to be folded up anyway. And that'll raise you up more than a 1/16 of an inch right there. And you can usually play with that, just the shingle, to get you a nice straight base. All right, let's go get some lumber. Let's go get some cedar. Whatever we just saw, Western cedar. Let's go get them 2 at a time and carry them, because we don't have a tractor or anything. Just kidding. These are the 2 that are 1.5 inches or 1.25 inches. Ouch. And so I'll set them kind of off to the end. And now I'll just set this up there, no stickering, no real stacking. And he'll come pick up his order. And I'll measure it out and see how much to charge him, and we'll see how many board feet's there and go. That's just a quick video on maintaining your lumber stacks. See, these were boards that I was probably going to use, you know, underneath there to level it out at one time. But I don't need them now, and they're still there. Just clean that out. It's got to have airflow through there. It's got to have movement through there if this is a permanent stack. You've got to maintain it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and keep your lumber stacks properly maintained. Don't forget it. It's one of the nasty jobs of, it's kind of like cutting stickers. It's something you got to do. It's one of those sawmilling things you got to do if you're going to store any lumber. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. I don't know what'll be next. Walnut log? Probably walnut log.